Hello, friends, ladies, gentlemen, or gentlewomen, or whatever you are. In today's video, I want to share a couple things that I wish I knew sooner, things I wish I knew when I was a teenager, because from a very young age, I didn't have a father figure present. I had to rely on my single mother, and there were a lot of challenges, a lot of lessons that I had to learn on my own. Of course, some things I learned with the help of my mother, but I still had to learn a lot of things by myself. Start something. We often wait for the perfect time or the perfect opportunity to take action and actually accomplish things, but don't be your own enemy. Because sometimes we speak ourselves out of something that can be great. To start this YouTube channel, it took me about 2 years to get the courage because I was always overthinking, like, what if someone sees this? Like, what if someone close to me sees this? What if I get hate? What if people find my videos silly? And that kind of made me not want to start. But after a few years, I actually got the courage. And even then, after posting my first video, which is on this channel still, I fear that someone might see it and then think that I'm weird and silly for posting videos like this and make fun of me. So I got scared and I didn't post for like another year. Until now, when I actually got the courage to do YouTube seriously, and it's one of the best decisions I've made. And helping people has always been my dream from like a very young age. And I'm really happy that I started and built up such a nice community so far. I'm not a big channel, I'm not monetized or something, but it's just really fun to have like a purpose. YouTube has given me a purpose and something to work to. And yeah, sometimes we are unsure on what to do. But my piece of advice would be to just start something you are passionate about. Lean in on something you love. Your friend group will break or make you. I really want to point out the importance of friendships to my younger audience. And of course, like young people watching this over 18. If let's say you have 5 friends who are lazy, you will be the 6th. If you have 5 friends who drink or party, you will be the 6th. If you don't have people who support you, people who push you to succeed, who motivate you to improve yourself, you are not gonna get to where you want to be in life. Seriously. What's the quote? You're the average of the 5 people you spend time with, something like that. And I experienced something like this a while ago, where I was invited to a party, like maybe like 2 years ago? No, like 1.5 years ago, something like that. And I thought that it would be fun. Like, I'm a part of the fun. I'm spending time with my classmates who are, cool. And honestly, it was quite the opposite. Well, the first time I partied didn't really concern me. Because it was like the whole town that was partying, kind of. It was like adults drinking and also teenagers, which is crazy to me. But the second time I went to a party, I actually got drunk. And I felt so ashamed of myself. Yeah, I guess it was fun in the moment, but when I think about it, I was always a person who really despised alcohol. I despised the smell, the taste, I guess, because I took a sip when I was like a kid. I despised the taste, I despised the smell, I despised people who drank alcohol, especially people close to me, because they became weird, sometimes aggressive, sometimes like really weird. So I always despised alcohol. I really didn't like it. And I went to a party and I drank alcohol, which was like not following my own boundaries. Like I knew I hated alcohol, but for some reason, I kind of lost myself. I forgot the kind of person that I want to be. So after that, I decided to never party again, never drink like that again. And since then, I have missed out on many parties. And I know that I'm probably being ridiculed by people around me, my classmates, just because I'm not partying with them. But that's just not who I want to become. I want to improve, I want to work on my YouTube channel, and I don't want to live a life full of harmful habits. So, really, take a look at your friends. Are they the kind of people that you want to become like? Spend time with people who you want to be like, people who want you to succeed, people who don't do harmful habits and don't encourage you to do harmful habits. And that will greatly improve your life. Shower. Yeah, seriously, shower. It's a freaking important thing, which I think a lot of people forget. Be hygienic, be clean, be fresh, as it will make you, more confident. People will think about you as someone who's clean, associate you with someone who's clean, and respect you a little more. So cut your nails, wear deodorant, wash your bum, and if there's any ladies watching this, they can definitely vouch for me when I say that for a guy, hygiene is very important. For girls as well, if any girls are watching actually, but they are usually like more hygienic and really take care of their appearance, makeup, how they smell, stuff like that. But I see a lot of guys that don't really do that. They kind of stink, to be honest, no offense. If you take care of your hygiene, people will definitely take you more seriously. They will respect you more, and if you don't, well, people will build up an image of you as someone who just doesn't take care of themselves. And I know a couple people like that, which, they're good people, but they could definitely take care of their hygiene more. Not gonna lie. People notice people who are not hygienic. So take care of your hygiene. Take care of your appearance. Do things for the future you. Every time you have to make a decision on something, whether it's a good decision or bad decision, or just any decision, ask yourself, what does future me want? When I wanted to quit lust, I often ask myself, what does future me want? Does tomorrow me want to feel ashamed, guilty? And when I answered no, I gained a huge amount of self-respect. Like I looked myself in the mirror and said, oh, I get it now. I just need to make decisions that future me wants because our decisions shape our future. So whenever you have a decision to make, ask yourself, what does future me want? And always keep asking this question because this question can really improve your life in like a month, a year, in 3 years. Always keep asking this question and make good decisions and try to make bad decisions less. Of course, we are human, we fail, we make bad decisions, but what's important is to learn from it, to not make the same mistakes. But I think this question can really help you with making good decisions more often. Remove lust. Honestly, my biggest regret in life is lust. I watched pixels on the screen from a very early age, and I didn't even know that it was bad. I didn't have anyone to teach me that it's wrong. It seemed normal since people around me also talked about it, but it ruined many years of my life. It made me feel shame, guilt, and destroyed my self-confidence. It ruined me. I struggled with lust for about 9 or 10 years, and if you struggle with it as well, and it's been extremely hard for you to quit, like you've been trying to quit for a long time, don't try to quit cold turkey. Try to gradually remove lust from your life. Find a way to, over time, reduce the amount of times you encounter lust. Change your environment, immerse yourself into your hobbies and passions. Remember that lust is something that can ruin your life. It can ruin your relationships, your self-esteem, and conquering lust will make you into a strong person physically and mentally. And faith can definitely help. And I'm not talking about only religion, but just understanding what the consequences to lust are. But religion is definitely also a great way to fight with lust. Learn to stand up for yourself. Fight for what you believe in. As a kid, I was always like a quiet kid. And if there was like a misunderstanding, I didn't say anything about it. I didn't fight for myself. And honestly, like, even when I was like a teen, like 16 or 17, I didn't fight for what I believed in. I always tried to follow the crowd, try to, basically fit in and forget what I actually believe in. But once I started fighting for what I believe in, I just felt more confident. I felt more like myself. You don't have to like fit in. You don't have to make people like you. Just be yourself. Fight for things that you believe in. Fight for things that you like. Don't let people insult your things that you like. It doesn't matter what kind of weird things you like. Just fight for what you believe in. Set boundaries, and if someone breaks your boundaries, have respect for yourself. Don't try to follow the crowd, but live for you, Fight for you. Stand up for yourself. Learn to take criticism. If you struggle to listen to critique, sorry to say, but you will not improve. And don't take criticism as a personal attack, but instead take it as a lesson and try to learn from it. If it is actually like genuine criticism, because there will always be haters who hate for no reason, and you don't need to take their advice. If they say that what you're doing is stupid or that you will fail, don't listen to them. But if someone gives you actual criticism on something you can improve on, take it. Because the most successful people ask for criticism, because that's how they improve, that's how they learn, especially if they get criticism from someone who has more experience than them. So learn to take criticism and learn from it. Train your body. Now, this is something that I wish I started taking more seriously. I started working out when I was about 14, but I was just messing around. I didn't really know what I was doing and kind of worked out for the fun of it. When I was about 17, I actually started to work out more seriously, and it helped me out a lot. And I didn't just do it to look good. Of course, I wanted to look good for my future girl, for my future wife, and yada yada. But honestly, when I work out, I just feel great. If I don't do anything productive, but I just work out, that's a win in my books. But if I don't work out in a day, like if it's a workout day, I feel quite miserable, honestly. Working out gives me clarity, working out gives me confidence. It improves my health, improves my mental health as well. And I think for anyone, working out is a must. Now, you don't have to like hit the gym 45 times a week, push yourself to failure. Okay, you have to push yourself to failure, but you can train your body in many ways, whether it's running, whether it's some type of sport, maybe volleyball, basketball, maybe it's calisthenics, gymnastics, maybe it's skating, I don't know. Just move your body. Move your body, move your body. Is it even a song? I'm not sure. I just wanted to sing. But honestly, yeah, move your body, guys. As it can really improve your life. It can really like give you like self-confidence and just longevity, I guess. It's okay to not have it all figured out. I certainly don't. I still really struggle with a lot of things. I haven't really found my exact style of YouTube on how I can express my ideas better. I don't really know what I want to do in the future. I will still have to have an actual job if I want to do YouTube, if I want to actually like uh survive, I guess. And no, I still struggle with a lot of things. I still struggle with productivity, with discipline, with willpower. I just want to say that there's so much pressure to have everything figured out, especially today, especially for young people, to know exactly who you are, what you want, who you want to be, what you want to work. But the thing is, we are still learning and growing, and there will always be failures and points in our lives where we have no clue what we are doing. I actually posted about this a couple days ago, but it's okay. We are all human, no one has it all figured out. So I just want to encourage you to not consider yourself a failure. Life is about learning and growing, so embrace your journey. Embrace the journey. And I know on social media we see a lot of people who have it all figured out, who accomplish something from a very early age, and for young people it can be really overwhelming. Like, what are they doing that they're accomplishing these things? Like, they're basically younger than me. Why am I falling behind? But you're not falling behind. Everyone is different. Everyone figures out life differently. And a lot of people are just born into better conditions, I guess. And it's okay. Because you can still figure it out even if you're late. Even if you don't figure it out as soon as you want, it's okay. Because it's never too late to start. Everyone goes through something. So, even if you see like successful people, they all went through something. They all had challenges, they all didn't have it all figured out. They suffered a lot. So, I just want to encourage you to not consider yourself a failure. Because life is all about learning and growing, so embrace the journey, you know? So guys, if you like this video, check out my other stuff. I will put the playlist on the screen. So yeah, if you want to watch them, watch them. If you don't, then don't. That is okay. But if you like this video, like it, because then the algorithm will push it to other people and, potentially helping them out. Yeah, let me know what you learned as a teenager. What was the most important lessons that you learned growing up? Maybe you're still a teenager, maybe you are older, but just share in the comments because, I'm still 18. It can still help me. I don't have it all figured out, and potentially can help other people in the comments. So good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night. I love you guys and never stop learning.